Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. The subject of my vlog today is before you grant her the visa, you need to watch this video. It may change your mind. Before I get started, let me welcome my viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. You know, a lot of us, we make the decision to give the visa so fast that we never consider some important points that should go into our decision. I don't care what you say, you can't be over here for 2 weeks, 2 months, and think you know everything that you need to know before you make that decision. So I just want to talk about some things that came across my mind. It's part of my experience. I've been through the K1 visa. It doesn't matter if you got a marriage, spousal visa, or K1. Some things that you should consider. And when I say she or when I say he, I mean both. Man and woman, whoever you bring over there. Number one is she can never pay you back. There's nothing she can give you in return for the visa and a lifetime of opportunities. You can convince yourself all the value she's brought to my life. I was so lonely before I met her. I'm sorry, there's no monetary value that you can place on a visa. It's that big of a deal. There's no spiritual value you can place on it. We underestimate the power of that pen when we apply for those visas. This is not a fair exchange. And no matter how long you're together, they're always going to be paying you back. So just remember that. There's nothing they can ever do. The value of a visa is so great, spiritually and financially. And we didn't make the rules. Number two, this is just some things that I've seen. It's forever. If it doesn't work out, so what? If she runs off, so what? You can't change your mind. You can't undo it. Once the visa's in her hands, it's out of your hands. Buntag. I mean, man, hapon. Sorry. Yeah, there's no turning back. You can't turn. You touch the frog with that magic wand and turn them into Prince Charming. There's no going back to being the frog. And a lot of times, it's your fault anyway when things don't work out. It can be so simple as you chose the wrong person to give the visa to. Or it can get a little deeper. You place such low expectations on your mate, whether it's a man or a woman. Because that's what we do. We fall in love and our expectations are so low. And this leads into the next one. They're going to change physically and mentally. And it may be into something that you didn't bargain for. Your expectations were low. You fell in love. Oh, I just want them to be a part of my life. And then they change. Physically and mentally. Remember, there's nothing they can do to pay you back. So, in the beginning, let's just take the Philippines, because I'm not picking on the Philippines. This can be anywhere around the world where you decide to bring somebody to your home country through a visa, marriage, spousal visa, or fiancé visa. they're going to think it's such a big deal. Because when you bring somebody from the levels of poverty that we bring women from over here, and men, to America, it's a big deal. But because you're the one who's given the visa, you don't see it as a big deal. You don't need the visa. But on down the line, that's going to go in reverse. She's going to think, oh, it's no big deal. I didn't ask to come over here. I didn't tell you to apply for that visa. That's what happened to me. That's what my kids told me when me and my wife split up. Daddy, she didn't ask to come over here. You know, it's like no big deal now. But to you, you know now the big deal it is. You know how important that visa is. You know how life-changing it is. It's a thankless job. They're just not going to appreciate you for it. The longer time goes on, the less appreciation. But yeah, they're going to change. Some for the good, some for the worse, most for the worse. And it's something you got to deal with. Because you didn't do your research. You didn't do your due diligence. You just fell in love for whatever reason. But they're going to change because there's certain qualities. And don't say, oh, you don't care, because you do care. There's certain qualities, there's certain characteristics that you liked about the person or you loved about the person. And when those disappear, what are you left with? Yeah, they're going to change on you. Just consider that. We all change. Number 4 is it's expensive, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. And it becomes more expensive as the years go by. Because now, not only do you have to pay for all the fees and all of that involved, the longer you're married to the person, now the more entitled they are to your possessions. Your hard-earned money that you worked for long before you met them. You sign a 10-year affidavit of support, vowing to take care of this person, whether they're with you or not. You're responsible. And if it doesn't work out and she runs off and decides, you know what, I'm going to move right next door to you just to stick a needle in your eye with my new boyfriend or girlfriend, there's nothing you can do about it. But it's very expensive. And we don't even think about that. We think, oh, it's about $5,000 altogether when you do the forms and the interviews, the medical, the plane tickets, the accommodations and all of that. No, it's a lot more expensive. The more time goes by, the more expensive it gets. Because, you know, if you bring them home, fiance visa, they're going to be able to work for about the first 6 months, really, till they get that combo card. So it's expensive. It's a lot more expensive than you even contemplating right now. Number 5 is the good thing. This is a good thing, though. There's no limit to the amount of visas you can grant, provided you do them one at a time. So if it doesn't work out, if she runs off, if they change to a point where you don't want to deal with them anymore and you want to throw them back in, then throw them back in. Get the divorce and try it again. There's a guy that tried it 5 times. He still hasn't gotten it right. But that's his right. But I just need you to know that if it doesn't work out, there's no limit to the amount of visas that you can grant somebody. Because there's no guarantees, guys. You know, we think that, oh, if I get this visa, she's going to be in love with me forever. She's going to be forever indebted to me. Nope. Doesn't work out that way. These are human beings. They're going to change on you physically and mentally. You're probably going to choose the wrong person to give the visa to. You're going to set low expectations. Nothing they can do. Imagine, what other deal would you enter into, or agreement you would enter into, that no matter what the other side does, they can never pay you back? It'll never be a fair exchange. It will never be a level playing field. But this one, we do. We happily agree to it. Many of us don't know what we're getting into. We don't know the value of a visa. We don't know the person that we're giving the visa to, because we never even think about this stuff. And I see it over and over and over. I can honestly say that you really can't know the person long enough. I was with my wife for 4 years before we did the visa. It was after we had a son. And to be honest with you, it wasn't because we didn't get along. But it was too many miles, too many kilometers between us. And I understand today why my wife wanted to live in America. The same reason why I wanted to live over here in the Philippines. It's something new, it's something different. But I can't be two places at the same time, and neither can she. We're human beings, and eventually you get lonely. Eventually you seek out companionship. We couldn't meet in the middle, and so we're in the process of a divorce. I love her still to this day and would do anything for her, but not a matrimonial love. Because she's moved on too. She's got a new man. And she seems to be happy over there. I'm not going to do anything to rain on her parade. But I never contemplated this stuff. I never knew any of this about a visa process, till I went through it. So now I'm sharing my knowledge and information with somebody else. If it can help one person just to think, just to put it on the back burner, just to say, hold on, maybe I'm moving too fast, then I've done my job. So thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're in America, it's late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, on your lunch break, see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines this early, on a Tuesday morning, people are waking up, they're going about their business, about 7:30, almost 8 o'clock a.m. Now the day goes by, I don't help somebody. There's no excuse not to help somebody over here. I want to give a shout out to the True YouTube channel. A lot of you guys, look, take that hate for this young lady off my comments, okay? She's an innocent victim. The only reason I'm trying to help her, because she is sweet. She is humble. A lot of times, you know, you guys are talking about the way she was dressed and this and that. Listen, sometimes that's all people have to wear over here. She's not trying to be westernized and all of that. Who better to tell the story of the Philippines than Filipinos? We need more Filipino vloggers talking to us. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.